All right, here he is, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal, longtime representative of American Top Team. You know how happy it would make Dan Lambert if Masvidal could finally break through and win a UFC championship. He's as close to that level as he's been in his UFC career.
As he's ever been. He's finally on the cusp of earning what so many people have hoped for him. But that doesn't happen by accident. The reason he's this close now is because of the commitment that he has made to mixed martial arts, commitment that he has made to evolving his game, going up to 170 pounds, and also using everything that he has in order to get to where he wants to be. Before, there might have been distractions. Now, Jorge Masvidal is solely focused on becoming a UFC champion.
Left his family to go compete in a reality show outside of the United States. Gave him gave him a lot of focus and direction, and he has put all of that to good use here in the UFC. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 16 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Brasilia, Distrito Federal, Brazil, Vисенте the Silent Assassin Luque. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
Well, for all the places we go in the world, you can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200, Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. Tonight, you get to take the same walk to that octagon to try to make your mark on the sport.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
And they separate.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Whiffs on the straight right hand.
Bad.
Oh, straight right. Gamebred gets hit by that leg kick. Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his way.
Get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger.
Missed with that right hand. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? try to establish that jab.
Nice kick.
Well, for years, Tyron Woodley had said Jorge Masvidal is the best boxer on this UFC roster. Certainly showed you the hands there.
I mean, he's showing it, man. I mean, he's showing it, John. This guy has an ability to stand and box with anyone in the UFC. And that was on full display when he beat Nate Diaz.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time getting his offense going because that jab is just stopping him every time.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there. Got that to the target quickly.
He's dictating the fight with a jab.
Oh! So a strong 5 minutes down. A lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have the telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready? You ready?
Here we are, early round 2.
Nice straight punch. I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Ooh! Oh, Masvidal in a real flow here, sticking and moving. Crowd is like just reacting every time he moves.
Masvidal now has the crowd eating out of his hands. The one thing about Jorge that makes him so difficult to deal with is he never allows you to trap him. When you think you got him trapped to try to hit the forward takedown, he evades and escapes. He's a phenomenal fighter.
And they separate. Oh,
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees him coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job.
Oh!
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Well done to block that powerful kick to the body.
Oh! Again.
Back to the feet. Oh, he might be out. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish the strike.
Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Flush right hand is true. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, he's going for his arm now.
Gotta be careful, armbar. There it is.
And this might just be a matter of time. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there is the horn. At times in that previous round, I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that. But when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more like that.
Last round, guys. You ready? You ready? Let's go,
Third
guys.
round underway. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't see... Oh! Huge right hand!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Well, back in the day, he was brawling in backyards in the 305 alongside Kimbo Slice. Now he's one of the biggest superstars in the UFC and showing that he's still got plenty of work to do.
I mean, he's got plenty of work to do, and he has the swagger. Gave to the mind and the imagination of the entire world. Masvidal is now a bona fide star.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, his opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen. Nice punch lands over the top.
Masvidal's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Left right combo is good. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. Gets up again here, but hurting.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Wow!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase
And
that
just
finish
like
line.
that, the fight is over.
He's done. He's done.
A near-perfect strike to end the fight and end the night for his opponent, who candidly may not have even seen that shot coming. So just the way he drew it up, exactly what he told us during fight week, played out here on fight night. He found a little opening in his opponent's defense and barged right through it to get the big knockout win. The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 49 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Vисенте, the Silent Assassin, Luque.
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out cold.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never